I have no idea what's going on anymore with PulseCon, and it looks like Super 7 is going to try to fill Lightning Collection shoes, so let's talk about it. Do you know what time it is? Welcome to the Legacy of Nerd. My name is Daniel, and we actually had some things happen this week for Power Rangers. I actually thought it was going to get kind of slow right now. I thought we wouldn't hear anything maybe until next week for PulseCon, but we had things happen, and it did involve PulseCon, and then we had things happen with Super 7 as well. So, PulseCon, I think that's the first thing that we want to talk about. We got a leak from In-Demand Toys from the UK for the Omega Rangers. So we knew the Omega Rangers was going to come out. We thought they were going to be announced at PulseCon as like a fan channel exclusive, but now we have questions. So first and foremost, let's take a look at the Omega Rangers themselves, and they look great. The figures look beautiful. They're well painted. Look like they're well sculpted. The only downside to these is that there is no civilian heads for these. So that is a downside. I would love to have a Trini, Zach, Jason, and Kia head. That'd be super sweet. A lot of people don't know who the Blue Omega Ranger is, so I think it would kind of help that as well. But these look really, really good. The photo shoots, the promos for them look really, really good as well. I'm really happy with the way these came out. I do not know what these are going to be priced, but seeing as most figures are $24.99 right now, I'm assuming these to be around the $100 range. Now, from In-Demand Toys, they also said that this is going to be a PulseCon exclusive, which is confusing now because what about the Master Morpher? So we all know that the Master Morpher released in Singapore, and a lot of people have been getting their hands on them. They've been selling on eBay for ridiculous prices. You've been able to order them from Australia if you need to, or pre-order them actually, but we don't really have any announcement of when they're going to be released in the States. So we all assumed it was going to be PulseCon. I mean, all our information has been it's going to be PulseCon. Now we are seeing that the Omega Rangers is going to be the PulseCon exclusive. Traditionally, there's only one PulseCon exclusive for each brand during the PulseCon. So, you know, Hasbro has, Marvel Legends has one, Transformers will have one, Power Rangers will have one, and then, you know, so on and so on. So we all assumed that this PulseCon exclusive this year was going to be the Master Morpher. It is a highly, highly wanted item. It is obviously JDF related. A lot of people make their own customs of the Master Morpher, so it makes sense for it to be the PulseCon exclusive. Josh had said it was going to be the PulseCon exclusive from Toku Topics. Everybody actually has been saying that if anybody had information on the Master Morpher, that it was going to be a PulseCon exclusive. So now I'm coming into doubt, what is the PulseCon exclusive? So the question is, are both of these going to be PulseCon exclusive, or is one of these going to be a PulseCon exclusive and one being fan channel exclusive? Fan channel exclusive means like it'll be available on like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Hasbro Pulse, just other select retailers and stuff like that. You know, not necessarily, it means it won't be in Target, it won't be in Walmart. You will have to order these from a select retailer, and one of them be a PulseCon exclusive. The question is which one would be the fan channel? Now, I know right now everyone would hope that the Master Morpher would be the fan channel exclusive, because that would be much more easier for everyone to get a Master Morpher. So I kind of hope now that the Master Morpher is more of a fan channel exclusive than an actual just PulseCon exclusive. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We're going to find out next week. More than likely, PulseCon is on Friday. We will find out maybe possibly Thursday from a leak, or even Friday morning right before the PulseCon starts through a leak. It usually happens like that. So we usually get some idea of what's going to happen during PulseCon because somebody leaks something somewhere, and it's usually the day before or the day of, right before the event. It almost always happens. I'd be surprised if it didn't happen this year. It just feels like it always happens. But we'll just have to wait and see. And I really hope we learn something at PulseCon that we don't know. Maybe what's going on with the Yellow Ranger helmet. Maybe there's more figures that we don't know of. We know that they're going to do more gender swap figures for the Mighty Morphin from the comic books. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. So the next thing we have to talk about is Super 7. So last week, I kind of posted on my Facebook, and I think I posted on my YouTube as well on a community post. But Super 7 released a Violet purple Rita, and I'm not a fan of it. I actually think that the Hasbro new remastered Rita. I don't know what you want to call it, but the deluxe Rita that they just came out with, I think that looks way superior from Super 7 from this violet thing. So I'm not a big fan. It's just like alternate colors. I guess, you know, I don't know. But the interesting thing about that was that Hasbro Pulse listed it on their website for Super 7 as well. So you could order it through Super 7, Amazon, all that other stuff, but on Hasbro Pulse as well. Usually I think Hasbro Pulse only lists like Lightning Collection, special Hasbro Pulse items like t-shirts and stuff like that. They don't really list items from other companies, even though it is their brand that they license out. They just kind of keep everything Hasbro's Pulse themselves. So it was kind of weird that we actually got them putting up a listing from Super 7. Then after the Omega Ranger leak happened, Super 7 put out like a little sneak peek tease, and they had a bulk. And everybody was like, oh my God, we're getting a bulk. That's awesome. But it's Super 7. So we were like, oh, but where's Skull? That'd be really cool if they did bulk and Skull. But I understand if they did one at a time, because Super 7 usually does 4 figures at one time. And lo and behold, the next day, we got a Skull. So we're going to have a bulk. We're going to have a Skull. We are going to get a black and gold Megazord. Of course, another black and gold. It just seems we get so many black and gold Megazords. And then we're going to get a glow-in-the-dark green Ranger. These are all from Super 7, of course. Everybody asks how Lightning Collection scales to these Super 7 figures. And these Super 7 figures are typically a little bit bigger than the Lightning Collection. So they don't look right next to them. Maybe some of the monsters like Goldar or something like that would look good next to the Lightning Collection. But we already got Goldar and Lightning Collection twice. But that's about it. There's a totally different scale than what we get as Lightning Collection. But these bulk and Skull actually look really good. I like them. The only thing I know about Super 7 is sometimes the joints kind of break off. I know there was a lot of issues with the Goldar and the wings. They were having issues with the wings breaking off. But generally, they're considered sort of nicer figures. They don't have all the articulation that the Lightning Collection has, but they typically have better paint apps, come with a lot of different accessories and stuff like that. It's kind of like, what do you prefer? Now, these Super 7s are $50 to $55 a piece. So they are more expensive than the Lightning Collection because, you know, they're bigger, they have more accessories and stuff like that. But it's kind of just preference as well. I haven't collected any of the Super 7s yet, especially on no scale. They have the little ones that they have like in the little blister packs. I've got a couple of them. But these ones, I have not gotten anyone for Power Rangers yet. But these Bulk and Skulls are really, really tempting. This is like the first time that Bulk and Skull has gotten like an actual figure. They've gotten like little minifigs before, like back in the 90s. I can't think of... Oh, they may have gotten something with Heroes of the Grid, or whatever the little role play thing is for Power Rangers. I don't follow it that well, but they had 2 little figures in there as well that were Bulk and Skull, but I think they were in those alternate Ranger forms, like the orange and the purple one. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but this is the first time we're gonna get like a full-on like Bulk and Skull figure, which I think is really cool. The black and gold Megazord is what it is. I mean, we keep on getting this thing over and over, so it just seems natural that they're going to try to do a color variant for Megazord as well. But the glow-in-the-dark Green Ranger is actually kind of interesting. I don't know what to think about it. Of course, I was like, why are they making a glow-in-the-dark one? It's weird. But when they showed this picture, I was like, that's kind of cool, actually, if you can get some photography for that. I don't know if it'd be for me, because I really don't do photography at all. So if I got a Green Ranger for Super 7, it'd be the normal one, the ones like at Macy's right now, the Toys R Us and all stuff like that. They're on Amazon. But it is kind of cool to see. It comes with different accessories than the other one got. So it's interesting. But yeah, that's the news that we've got for this week. It's going to be kind of slow until next week. PulseCon, we're going to get some more information there. We're going to get news on Cosmic Fury. We're going to get more news, hopefully, on the Lightning Collection going forward. Maybe a HasLab tease. I don't think they're going to announce the HasLab at PulseCon. They might like tease like a HasLab is coming or something's coming. But I really don't see them announcing that HasLab next week at PulseCon. But I guess we'll see what happens. What do you guys think? Are you guys hoping that the Omega Rangers are going to be the PulseCon exclusive and maybe the Master Morpher be a fan channel? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think about these Super 7 figures? Are you going to pick up these Bulk and Skulls? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And please, if you enjoyed this video, like. And if you would, please subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And y'all know what time it is. It's morphin' time.